Tense debate is shaping up over a Muslim student's request to wear a hijab while attending military college. The prestigious Citadel in South Carolina, a public institution, told Sana Hamze that it would not allow a religious exception to its long-standing rule because uniformity reigns supreme. But another military college, one that is private, says it will indeed grant her request if she so chooses to attend that school. All of this comes at a time when the role of Islam in the U.S. has become increasingly polarizing. So Sana Hamze is speaking out now, and she joins me live from Miami. Sana, nice to meet you. Welcome.
Nice to meet you, Bill. Thank you for having me.
You know, I'm talking to you, first of all, I'm just so mindful of this day in our country as Memorial Day, and I read that it's your dream to be an officer in the Navy. And I want you to just tell me,
yes,
why is that your dream? Why do you want to serve this country?
Well, when I was a lot younger, I heard stories of my great-grandmother that served in the Air Force and two of my grandparents that served in the Navy. That's actually how they met. And so hearing those stories kind of put a sense of patriotism in me. And then as I researched it more, I realized that being part of the U.S. military is definitely something that I wanted to be a part of.
So here you are, you know, you're in high school, time came to apply to schools, you applied, you were accepted into two prestigious schools, the Citadel, as we mentioned, in South Carolina, Norwich University in Vermont. Citadel was your first choice, is that correct?
I applied to both. I was doing the paperwork for both. I actually sent the religious accommodation to both. The Citadel is the one that denied my accommodation request
That's
first.
Right. Can you explain that for me?
Right after that,
explain what a religious accommodation would do for you.
Well, it would, first of all, it would allow me to follow my dream, to be an officer in the Navy. I wanted to attend that school because I had seen how well it was run and how uniform the students were. And so I applied and sent the religious accommodation in to asking to wear a hijab with a uniform along with long sleeves and pants for the uniforms that have short sleeves and shorts. And then I got a call from the Commandant himself, and he told me that he would not be able to grant my accommodation request, but he hoped to see me in the fall. I told him that I didn't think that it was fair that I had to choose between practicing my faith and attend the Citadel, and he just said okay, and that was basically the end of the conversation. And
okay,
I was very disappointed, but...
Yeah, no, as you really wanted to go to the Citadel. Here's what I have from the Citadel, that they, you know, in their 175-year, history of this special place, they have not made any kind of exception. And so this is the response we have. The uniform, they say, is central to the leadership training at the college as the cadets give up their individuality to learn teamwork and allegiance to the Corps. And its leaders concluded that they could not grant an exception to the required dress. And as I was reading further, you know, Christians aren't allowed to display crosses around their necks. Men who are Jewish cannot wear yarmulkes, and so this falls along, you use the word yourself, uniform. What's your response to their response?
My response to their response is simply, if it's good enough for the military, it should be good enough for a military institution.
What does that mean?
Meaning that since the military itself has made accommodations for Sikhs to wear turbans and Muslim women to wear hijabs, why is it causing a big uproar for a Muslim student who wants to wear hijab to go to a military college when the military itself makes accommodations for it?
Sounds like some places make the accommodations, and the Citadel is standing by its 175-year, history and saying they're not making any sort of exceptions. So you are going on to Norwich in the fall, is that right?
Yes, I will be attending Norwich in the fall.
And, in this day and age, Sana, where there was still clearly a lot of ignorance when it comes to Islam, what is your message to critics?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
In this day and age where we see so much ignorance as it pertains to your religion, what would you say to critics? What's your message?
Islam is a religion of peace. There's nothing besides that. So all of me trying to attend the Citadel and Norwich University wearing my hijab is simply just because I want to be in the U.S. military. I want to serve this country.
Best of luck to you. The Navy is a special place. Sana, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
You got it. Coming up, we will take you to the Cincinnati Zoo, where officials there are expected to speak momentarily about the gorilla